You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. You know the vibes. Happy Power Sunday. I'm here with the Power Recap. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that beautiful stuff, man. The episode was pretty decent. We found out that 50 Cent directed the episode, so I guess that was pretty cool, I guess. But it was pretty decent, man. So anyway, the show kicked off with Donovan and his crew. They went to go transport Dre. So, Donovan sending his crew, you go check here, you go check there, you go check behind in the alleys, etc., etc. So while they checking, he gonna have a conversation with Dre because Dre's daughter in there hollering, like she yelling. He can't get her to be quiet. Even his acting skills of trying to get her to be quiet was like very horrible, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So Donovan comes back, says, "Give me her. You holding her wrong." That's why she's crying. Now, let's not act like this girl don't look like she every bit of 3, 4, 5 years old. So why is he holding her like she an infant? I really don't know, especially at a time where, we ain't really transporting it yet. But whatever. So Donovan have a conversation with him, was like, "You sure you do not want to include your baby mother in your witness protection deal?" And I forgot all about that, and it just really irritated me because what branch of government, secret service, whatever that is, FBI snitching people, is gonna let a grown man who is a known drug dealer that associates himself with known cartels just take his child from the mother of his child and go into witness protection without the mom? But I ain't here for that. So Donovan and Dre, they notice a shadow at the door. So Donovan called his man, like, "Walker, that's you." Walker didn't answer. So Donovan and his crew, they pull their scraps. Next thing you know, whole bunch of guys come in, shoot up everybody, and we already know it's Alicia Jimenez and her crew. So they succeeded. They killed everybody except for Dre and Donovan and Dre's daughter Heaven. Now, for the life of me, Dre pissed me off because he thought it would be a great idea to kill Donovan and escape, as if the FBI was not going to notice. We haven't heard from Donovan. We need to send someone over there to see what's going on, etc., etc. And so he made his escape. They found him in the subway station or whatever that is. And it's just typical Dre, just not smart at all. So he ended up getting caught. They take his daughter. Now, the new captain or whatever Tamika job was, director of the ASAs in New York, whatever, he assigns the case to Sachs. He tells Sachs, like, "Look, if you do not get Dre to testify, we put Alicia Jimenez behind bars, your butt is getting fired because it ain't gonna be me. And plus, this is Angela's case." So immediately Sachs, he just so dirty, yo. Like it's so aggravating, but at the same time, his character is just so needed. You know what I'm saying? We need characters that just get on our damn nerves, and he do. Even though I don't like Dre, the way he went with Dre was like this. I'm getting ahead of myself. So you know what? I'm just go ahead and tell the story all in one because I want to talk about this while I'm on the subject. So later in the episode, what the dude named the disco Jason texts Tommy, and he also texts Ghost like, "Hey, come here, I need you to talk now." So basically, Jason came up with this plan like, "I need Alicia Jimenez connect at all the ports so I can make sure I'm bringing in all my drugs and all my firearms and all that type of stuff without any hassle." So he tells both Tommy, Ghost, separately, he having a conversation from one this time, another this time. you need to break Alicia Jimenez out of the courthouse, bring her to me so I can get this information. So of course both of them looking like, how in the hell we supposed to do that? She in the feds custody. And he was like, I don't care, just have it done. So goes to Proctor and basically gives Proctor an ultimatum of, hey, before I go there, Proctor's daughter is the GOAT. No, yeah, okay. Let me keep going. So goes to Proctor's daughter. Goes to Proctor and basically say, look, I need this information. If you don't give it to me, don't bother coming back. I'm going broke. I need the money. And so Proctor was just like, if you need the money, you know where to get it from, etc., etc. So he ended up giving Ghost the information. So then, out of nowhere, unexpected door knock comes at Proctor's door, and there's nobody other than Tommy. And it really pissed me off because Tommy feels as though Proctor is his guy. Tommy don't pay Proctor for anything, like anything whatsoever. So he shows up like he big and bad, telling Proctor, I need this information. That's not a question. That's not me requesting. That's me demanding. But before he came in there and started talking crazy, Proctor told his daughter to go upstairs. And then she realized she forgot the backpack with the microphone on it. Now, I was so happy that little girl came back downstairs and got that backpack because I don't want to see Tommy go to jail. I definitely don't want to see Proctor go to jail, but I do want to see Tommy get killed. So she's the GOAT. She came back down, got the backpack, took it upstairs, etc., etc. So now we're gonna get on to this Dre thing. So Alicia Jimenez arrives to the courthouse. She's ready to be arraigned or start her court case or whatever the case it is. And Tommy came up with this plan. His plan was better than Ghost's plan because Ghost is all alone. You get what I'm saying? Tommy's plan was he got him and his 3 dummy goons to sell his dope to basically propose as EMTs, and he got a man on the inside, which I believe he was the bailiff or somebody in the courtroom, and he spiked Alicia water so she'll be poisoned. And so from there, she went to the women's bathroom, and he had to figure out how was he gonna find out exactly when she's in the women's bathroom. So from there, he brings Lala into the fold, and he was like, this is your job, just go in, shoot me a text when she in there. And of course, they put an out of order sign on the bathroom door that Lala was in. So Lala finally had to be ride or die, sort of kinda, and she did. So Tommy and his boys, they pretty much swept in as EMT personnel, got her and took her to Jason. As far as Ghost's plan, I don't know what the hell his plan was, but he was acting as if he was some type of electrician fixing on the elevator. I don't know what he thought he was going to accomplish by doing that. So this was like one of the few times I felt like Ghost's plan was actually dumb as crap. Like, didn't make sense whatsoever. So Tommy ends up getting her. Ghost sees Tommy. Dre sees Ghost, and Ghost sees it. Like, they all saw each other. I don't think Sax or any of those guys actually seen Ghost or Tommy. So back to the Dre. So obviously Jason kills Alicia, right? Obviously he kills her. So once Sax and the rest of the FBI and the ASAs find out that Alicia Jimenez has been killed, Sax goes to Dre and was like, look, you're a free man to go. We found Alicia dead. But I forgot to tell you, we have taken your daughter from you because you are not in the best of situations to be what is it called? A parent with custody. I forget the actual term I'm looking for. And so Dre like, what? And so he said, also, we're going to charge you with drug conspiracy charges, etc., etc. Now Dre looking like, man, I ain't do nothing. What about my deal with Angela? Yada, yada, yada. So Sax was just like, look, all this can go away if you help us get Ghost. And so he tells Saxe that Ghost was in the courthouse, but of course Saxe don't believe him. So I'm sure next week's episode, Saxe gonna run the tape from the courthouse and realize they all was there and it was a setup, etc., etc. Now, let's talk about this one scene where Blanca goes to visit Saxe. Blanca really believes that St. Patrick does not have anything to do with Angela's death. Well, she would be correct, because she believes they all were in it together. Ghost, Tommy, Tasha, Angela. So therefore, there is no motive, no reason for him to kill Angela or for them to kill Angela. However, the Tommy factor, you know what kills me about Tommy is the fact that he's not on their radar whatsoever. They just don't care about, they know he dumb. They know they just don't care about him. So anyways, Saxe is convincing Blanca, like, no, I'm positive it was St. Patrick. This is as clean cut as it comes. I'm positive it's him, and it's just kind of irritating, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what prosecutors do. They zero in on one person and refuses to acknowledge that it could be someone else, but he refuses. He wants James so bad because James took Angela from his homeboy Greg. That's the only reason why he's still tripping off of that. So anyways, excuse me. Okay, we'll talk about Councilman Tate. So this episode, we introduced to a new character. Her name is Ramona Garrity. She's part of the DNC team that's, I guess, going to help run and help fund Tate's campaign for governor. Long story short, Tate had a sex scene that just did not need to be in the show. It was just so, just shouldn't have been there. It just felt so irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I 50 directed the show, so we shouldn't expect nothing more than some booty and some titties to be on the show when 50 Cent is the director of the episode. So Ramona, she comes in, she fires pretty much half his staff because she wants to get to know James St. Patrick. Obviously, we know what's about to happen between her and James. It's going to become a fling, and Tate ain't going to be able to handle it because since she came on board, Tate trying to hide James. But she want to bring James as well as Tasha to the forefront of his campaign. So she goes pay James a visit. She like what she hears. She like what she see. Then her and Tate set up a visit with Tasha, and she pretty much let Tasha know you can get your daycare for you and your mama as long as you play nice with Ghost and appear, be media friendly, etc., etc. And Tate really don't know what he got himself into because I feel like Ramona is gonna take over and make Tate the DNC puppet if they make him mayor. So that's interesting to see. So anyways, also on this episode, Tommy felt like it would be a good idea to finally bring Keisha in to understand how the business works, how the money is made. He explained to her how the pill business works. He buy the pills for $3 a pill. He sell them to his 3 street thug fake goons for $10 a pill. So he makes 7 times the profit that he bound for, and then they sell the pills for $20, so they make double the profit of what they bound for. So essentially everybody winning, I guess, whatever. So Tommy is basically letting Keisha know that, you know, he got so much money coming in, he need to clean it so he can pay Jason to get some more drugs, etc., etc. And he want to bring Tasha in the fold, and Keisha ain't having it. So I'm just happy this episode Keisha had to actually be somewhat put in a somewhat ride or die position, even though her only job was to sit in the bathroom and text us when Alicia come in. That was her only job, and she did it. If I was a teacher, she'd get 100 A++ with the smiling face on the paper. Like, it was an immaculate job by Keisha, even though she almost froze up outside of the courthouse and didn't go through with it. But it's so crazy because I really feel like she gonna get caught up in this the worst way. They gonna roll the cameras back next week because they did send officers in the restroom to make sure there was not another woman in there before they let Alicia go in, because they don't know if it's a trap or not. When they see her come out of there, they gonna immediately know that she was in that head, and they gonna have to call and question her. And I'm ready for Keisha to just be non-existent for the show. So anyways, moving on. Tariq character seems as though it's headed in a place of in a direction of what's the word breaking down, you know what I'm saying, or releasing those emotions he got built up. So long story short, with Tariq, he at his school, Effie comes in, he kick everybody out the room so him and Effie can chill. Obviously him and Effie about to, that's his Tasha, so whatever. So they having a conversation playing chess. And which I didn't even know Tariq knew how to play chess. Like, he don't even strike me as that type. But she lets him know that her brother passed, etc., how things have not been the same. And so he opens up because she asked him, what about his sister? And this nigga lied, first of all, so I don't even know why I'm even trying to act like I even like this. Nigga lied and said we was joined at the hip and did everything together. Boy, no, you didn't. You was out here trying to be a thug, run these streets, and you were pushing your sister, knocking her down, and telling her to stop telling, and just getting on all our nerves. That's what he was doing. So, anyways, he also goes to tell her, you know what I'm saying, that when his sister died, he lost a part of him. He tells her also that he feel like he all alone ever since his sister died. So that was just kind of like interesting that he actually shared that with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So maybe his character is heading in a place where he actually deal with those feelings of him being the sole reason his sister was murdered. And him actually realizing that he don't need to be doing what, living the life that he's trying to live, because this just don't make no sense. So, anyway, I'm gonna hit the Tasha scene real quick. Tasha broke as hell. Tasha got her mama babysitting Yasmin, so mama out here babysitting everybody else's kids, and Tasha think it's a bright idea to open up a daycare. Mama was like, Trick, if you fix your marriage with your husband, both of us will be retired again. I'm not trying to work this hard. I don't even blame mama. So anyways, also Tariq come home to go buy some more pills. He complaining about how small the apartment is that Tasha living in, and then Ghost comes over and he kind of complaining about how small the apartment is, and she just get mad and tell Ghost take Tariq with him to his place since her place ain't big enough. Look, Tasha, this is all I'm saying, Tasha. You need to actually figure out a way to coexist with Ghost, because what you want, the amount of money that you want, I don't think you're going to be able to get it from nowhere and nobody unless you go to Tommy and have Tommy break you off, and then you and Keisha have y'all falling out again. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, let's talk about this whole Ghost and Tariq scene. So Ghost and Tariq, basically Ghost letting Tariq know that Tommy not dead. Tariq acting, trying to play like he didn't know. Ghost knew immediately. He was like, nigga, how long have you known? And basically Ghost tells Tariq, I can't trust you if you still rocking with him because he's untrustworthy. You my only son. So if I was to leave this earth, you're gonna get everything I have. That little Negro gonna hug his daddy, smile with a smirk on his face and say he love him. So that even more makes me feel like he's gonna try to help take out Ghost so he can become the new provider for the family just by inheriting everything. Because Tasha wouldn't take his little money that he gave her to get a new place, talking about some of his Canaan money, and she just went ballistic. So I believe Tariq is definitely it's going to be 1 or 2 episodes where he going to try to help Tommy, or he going to try to do it himself, kill his daddy, but ultimately he going to gain some sense and realize that's not the move. So, that was that. So, I'm trying to see if I missed anything this episode. I feel like that was pretty much it. Finally, the final scene, Ghost calls Tommy and basically tell Tommy, like, look, Jason had you and me doing the same job. Why? He also got you and me paying him for X, Y, and Z. we need to work together, put our differences aside for a small period of time, work together, take him out, and then we could go back trying to killing ourselves because, I mean, well, you know, Ghost ain't in the drug game no more, so he is getting milk badly. And so Tommy turned him down because Tommy just don't see the bigger picture, but Tommy was right. He said the only reason why you called me is because you have no one else to call, which is correct. But at the end of the day, just like Ghost said, man, I always been better at this than you. Now, I don't believe that was the approach to take with Tommy when trying to convince him to do something with you that actually gonna benefit you more than him, but he was right. But at the same time, Tommy's too stupid to realize that they both being played by this guy. And what pisses me off is the fact that Ghost, well, before I say that, Ghost had put 2 and 2 together when he seen Tommy and his crew kidnapping Alicia, which is what led him to call Tommy and try to set up this whole, you know, work together, you know, to eliminate our, you know, enemy. But what pissed me off about Tommy is that he just never have any type of common sense to understand, like, this is what's best. This is what we need to do. You get what I'm saying? To continue to move forward. But Tommy's stupid. So anyway, also this episode, because Ghost ran out of money because he got to pay Jason $100K or $200K every 2 weeks to not retaliate, he had to call Simon. I forget Simon's last name. Simon pretty much coming in talking racist already, talking about some now he got more stock in Raina's legacy because, you know, people of color just can't get the fun. Like, he was just a whole bunch of nothing. But I'm trying to see if I missed anything in this episode because it was a decent episode. It was a lot going on, but at the same time, it was not just like, you know, had us on the edge of our seat. At least not myself, but it was a pretty decent episode. But last but not least, 50 Cent listened to y'all trolls and changed the theme song back. I was kind of disappointed, but whatever. But that's pretty much all I have for Power episode 3. If y'all got any comments, leave them down in the comment section below. Hopefully next week I have my energy up a little bit more. But until then, I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. You know the vibes. Have a great week. Peace.